Chicken. Thank you everyone who brought whatever you brought. It was delicious. Obviously by what's not left over, that's a good sign that it went over well. Thank you for coming. Good night. No?
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Okay, Eddie. I want to thank everybody for this year.
It says it every time.
Wow.
Be a man.
That's a new record. Go run it in 5 seconds.
Have a shot, man.
No, seriously.
Do you want my goggles?
No, seriously, everyone worked really hard. Played roles they weren't supposed to play. Played positions they weren't supposed to play. In the end, we got what we got. Minus the crying, I'm winging most of this. The crying I knew was going to happen on the spot.
It was the only thing that was planned.
That's the only thing was planned. Basically, what I'm going to do is call everybody up in the order in opposite on how you can be part of this team, as far as newcomers versus the old timers, to the
Thanks.
to the cobweb crew, as we'll call it now. With that being said, the newest member to this family, once the visa cleared, decided to the team. I'm glad he made the choice to jump from nationals to us. Great addition to the team.
This is boring.
Oh my God, my camera's shaking. Stop.
Whoa. You're gonna fall back.
Glad he came to play with us. The only downside I saw was him not being there because of injury. With that being said, Alberto, please. First off, the jacket that you didn't get to see. This is a copy of what's in that frame. Okay. And this, of course, is the inevitable.
Oh, well, we're ready to.
All right? Thank you. This next person, right close there with Alberto, known him for a couple of years through different means. The grandfather of the team. Not the oldest by much, because we didn't have Christ on our side. But nevertheless, came down to Niagara Falls, was actually able to play with us. We've asked him for a couple of years, but through different commitments he couldn't. I'm not even able to. Great addition. Again, a guy that filled roles that, at the beginning of the year wasn't supposed to be in. And did them without question. And from my eyes, helped us win.
The best rating for Phil Lemieux. Yeah. Ever seen Manufactured Sidekick? Phil Lemieux? That was him.
This is only going to get harder.
Yep.
What do I got next?
Provincial shit's easy. Next week in Osmonds where it gets a little more interesting.
Wait till I actually go on the field with you guys. I think this is tough. Try playing beside you.
Oh, then we will be handicapped.
Yeah, for sure. Next person, next family member. Played with us a couple years, well, more than a couple years ago in a local tournament. Couldn't hang on to him. Lucky to have him back. Probably the center point of the outfield. Certainly one of the reasons why we ran around these guys all weekend. Probably one of the fastest guys I've seen and smartest runners I've seen in a long time.
Smartest. Sorry.
With that being said, Eric. The jacket. Thank you. That is, I think, supposed to be a B, but it doesn't doesn't matter. It's not engraved on the ring anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Again, somebody else that played with us years ago, known for a number of years on and off through various reasons, mostly because we're old and young. Certainly a great addition to the team. Another person that stepped up, not necessarily played a role he was supposed to play, but gave up a role that he was supposed to play. This is going to suck at about 5 or 6 people. With that being said, Steve, come on up. Your diploma? No. Congratulations from DeVry. They're getting taller as we go. Back in May, we went down to Can-Ams, participated. Didn't put forth the showing that we wanted to put forth, but we certainly did.
Well, we did. We just ran into a professional softball team.
And now that team is us, Matthew. Sorry, I had to. But no, after Can-Ams, there was a couple of tweaking we knew we needed to do that I think would have built the championship team. Between myself and Sean and a couple of other, the longtime members, we knew we needed to fill a hole. Giggity.
Let's keep
Even
this
even though that person might not be big enough to fill that hole.
Fill a good hole, Phil.
Certainly, pitching is key. And we went 6-0. We hit the ball. This guy pitches hard out. 20. He can't keep his crap together. He has no jacket here because he can't find the thing. So there's a good chance by Thursday he won't know where his ring is either.
Probably being worn by a hobo somewhere.
Hysterical!
Best pitcher in the league right there.
I'll make sure he does it. Jackson.
Nice.
Jackson, come here.
It's okay. I got him.
All right.
He's like lathering me up.
Another cornerstone
Oh,
of
you
the
ever,
outfield.
he's harassing you.
Oh, that's the president.
The
Trying to find your jacket.
Duck cleaning. There's a good chance. There's a good chance my ducks are getting clean as we speak.
Is that what's under the table?
Yeah. Big duck.
Oh, yeah, sharp
Again, another cornerstone of outfield. Another reason why we ran around guys all weekend. That 1-2 punch at the top of the order with Eric. Key reasons why we did what we did. And we were actually able to harness for one goddamn time his arm. He's got a cannon for an arm, and that one play at home was probably the turning point. Maybe.
Hold on a second.
Broad shades.
It's not the shades, it's the voice. It's like a 12-year-old schoolgirl getting in the top edge. Alright.
Oh.
You got enough hands
Throw the toes every time.
And probably, if you look at the pictures from Niagara when we did the big team photo, everybody's doing this. Here, everybody's doing this. Nick is doing this. Yeah. What about it? So, the attitude matched the play. Alright. Sometimes they say there's voices in your head. We were lucky enough to have them on the field. Sometimes. Again, great player, great hitter, great runner, impressionist, comedian,
Jerks.
When we decided on the lineup back in, I think it was December or January, on who we were trying to get to add to this team to build a winner, the thing he said to me was, I hear we're getting the band back together. Well, Matt? All right. All right, so the band got back together. The band put out a greatest hits album. The band's manager was doing parts of that, and I don't mean myself. When I say back in December, January, me and Sean talked about what we needed to add to build a Masters team. We turned to a long-time friend, asked him some advice, asked him some questions, see if we could get some players. Those players you've seen come up here already. And if it wasn't for this person, you probably wouldn't see that we would be doing this. Adam. Finally, my height.
Whoa!
No, he's just
mad at it. Just trying to keep it.
Now it's really gonna suck. We're in the cobweb crew. Cobbling this guy.
Down to 5.
This guy sucks. I don't know how he made the team. Doesn't know his own friggin' name. Every single season, breaking something strange, something. I can honestly say, members of this team over the last 20 years have probably seen more of his ass. Now, with that being said, it's very nice ass. It's like a small child's ass.
It's not even hairy.
It's clean, it's streamlined, it looks even untouched, even though we know it probably has been.
Not at all.
But that being said, a great guy, great player. Middle of the infield.
Simon.
Our outfielders were able to play deep on players because of his range at short. There wasn't a ball that was hit anywhere in shallow outfield that I didn't think he'd get it. And I know when he picked the ball up off the middle and went to first, I know he scared the shit out of Sean. Because whether he was 80 feet away from me or 8 feet away from me, he was coming at 90 miles an hour. His birthday shares my anniversary. His friendship fills my heart.
You need a job at Hallmark.
Scotty, those kids' jeans?
It's a whole new category.
They are. Those are all nice ass.
Kid's ass.
I'm not doing it.
Well, thank goodness for that.
It is actually pretty small.
Long-term story about this clown. If Sean and Corey weren't playing, pretty good chance he wasn't playing. That was always the first question out of his mouth. Hey Al, you available for a tournament? Sean and Corey playing? Yeah. Okay, I'm in. And then after that, it was, let me check the show. What time's the game? Game's 8 o'clock. What time you want me there? 7:30. I'll be there at 5 to 8. And he was there at 5 to 8. And you think somebody shows up to the Diamond 5 to 8 for an 8 o'clock game, they're fully dressed, they're fully stretched, they're ready to rock. Nope! Golf shorts and sandals. Yep. And he's got a lot of crap to put on. First it's the 8-5-3-5, then it's the Bengay for those nights at the bar. Then there's the 100 braces. Then he's got to load the camera. Which loading the camera is very important. Over the years,
It's unloading the camera that takes forever.
it's unloading the camera.
Mastered that, yeah.
Over the years, Al has probably taken, I would say easily without argument, tens of thousands of pictures of members of this team in years past. Local tournaments, events out like this, or dinner events during the game. And some of the best shots I've seen. I mean, I know I had a good looking swing. Wow, I look good. He makes me look good. But I mean, people have seen the shots online, on Facebook pages. And some of those pale in comparison to some of the ones in the past. And he's only getting better. As far as third, it's only getting worse. Alberto, thank God you came down. Dan, thanks for making the transition. But no, seriously, a rock at third. Been there for years. Wouldn't have another guy there if I had a choice. And a great friend. Al? Oh wait, you already got your jacket delivered by your agent. AKA the Joe train of my son. You came out to see anything.
Yeah. He's already.
It took me so long to do.
12, 15 years old, sneaking whiskey in a basement in Scarborough. Didn't think it would amount to this. Talk about Maddie and his voices and Maddie and his comic relief. The angry pirate. Best king ever. I don't know where it started, I don't know why it started, but I'm glad it's there. But seriously, since the age of 12, I've known this person. And when it comes to a baseball game or a tournament, I send out an email. I don't even think it's actually been sent yet. He's already replied back and paid. Hey, planning a tournament, let me know if you guys are available. Transfer, Red Sox. And I sent him a text. What does that mean? Oh, that's the password for the e-transfer. Oh, okay. I don't have a team yet, Corey. I know, we will. So his confidence in my abilities to field the team, his confidence in this team to show up, his everyday commitment on the field and off the field to be here for us, and to play a position that for years was deemed to be the one where you put your hitter. The guy that wasn't, your best player. But in my view, it's not. That role is important as center field, is important as first base, is important as shortstop. I mean, the semifinal game was key. He makes a difficult catch on a bad hop for the out to end the game. We move on to the finals. He doesn't. We move on to the parking lot. It's that simple. And for years he's been doing that. His sneakiness behind the plate when it comes to checking bats is far none. I don't know how many times over the course of years I've had him come up to me in the middle of a game. Dude, that guy's bat's illegal. That guy's wearing metal cleats. That guy's drunk.
No, that's me.
Yeah, and that was his funny. Never mind, that's me. We go down to the falls every year. We know a certain individual is showing up at the hotel. We know a certain individual showing up in the pool. But we also know a certain individual showed up on the field. Corey.
Way to go, Corey!
Push party!
Way to bring the ski mask!
Push party! Pirate. Who brought the pirate?
Oh, I'm glad I'm back for everybody. That's great. Thank
That was you?
For the better part of 20 years, we've been doing this. For the better part of 20 years.
Let's go with 20, Mars.
Yeah, let's go with 20 Mars. Niagara was always somewhere in the September range. Somewhere around January, we started talking about Niagara. We started emailing back and forth. We started texting back and forth. We started calling back and forth. We stopped by each other's house for a year.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, Mars. I just need 5 minutes. I gotta ask Sean something. 5 hours later. We get together a couple weeks before Niagara Falls. We get a big white piece of paper and we draw out 17 lineups. Different batting lineups, different position lineups, who sits when, who sits where, who sits for who. We come up with the rock of batting lineups. We come up with the rock of position lineups. Who's going to sub when, who's going to sub for who. We walked away and we go, we're set. I come down the falls and I fucking change every bit of it.
You forget it.
I want to say it my way because it sounds tougher. But actually, yeah, I forget it.
I think toughness went out the window half hour ago.
No way!
This year, we did the same thing. We got together in January, February, March, and April and talked about what we're going to do and who we're going to do it with and what our plans and our hopes were. We got together in early August, because we're playing the end of August now. And we put together a lineup. I didn't touch it. Didn't make a change. Should have listened to him 20 years ago. As long as I've known the pirate, I've known his brother, obviously. Aside from baseball, true friend, great friend.
You're gonna stink it up.
Whether he retires after this year,
No.
No way!
We'll go.
whether he doesn't
That's till
retire,
next week.
he's still doing the lineup next year. And I'm still not going to touch it. Well, I'm going to say that now,
You might forget.
but I might forget. But based on the fact what we're wearing on our hands and what we're in our bodies, it worked. I'm not going to touch it. You know, I don't know what Rose says to him after the 5 hours when we leave. I know I get an earful. 5 minutes, my ass.
She says you
We
need
want more! More!
Cash the stash was probably the slogan of the weekend that came out of nowhere and stuck. The whole "let's go with mustaches." I don't know where that came from.
That ugly guy on the Yankees.
Thank you very much
Kind of
for
looks a
that.
bit like you.
Thank you very much. And by the way, in relation to the pictures that were posted with the mustaches, Matthew, if we never see that post again. Ever.
What?
It would be greatly appreciated. But with all that said, all these years, I know I packed it in once because I was tired. Got it going again. But I probably would have packed it in a longer time ago if he didn't push me every weekend, every month. Sean? Sean's. Oh, one of these?
Yes, please. Thank you, buddy. Alright. I'm not a good public speaker. It's going to be pretty short, but
Save it for the field.
thanks for all your hard work over the years.
Yep.
And yeah, this was the best team you've assembled in 20 years. Thanks
Clearly.
again. And to next year, I will not be retired. But if you're 100%, if you're 100% healthy, I'll be the third base coach. You'd be
No, he's not playing first. No. First, no, you got first.
Man, it looks good on the finger, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So for 20 years we've been doing this, or probably the better part of 20 years. For 20 years, going up to bat, going on base, scoring runs. That involves somebody every time. We need a scorekeeper. Because Lord knows we can't keep track. We can't pay attention. For 20 plus years, we heard, "Stop swinging at the first pitch!" And for 20 years, we ignored her. And she knew we were going to ignore her. It was the first pitch. It's always the nicest one. Then why did you pop up? Why did you ground out? Obviously, it wasn't the nicest one. So, she might know something. Most of us, for the most part, stopped swinging at that first pitch. And we became successful because of that. But wind, rain, heat, cold, we signed up for this. We wanted to go out and play in a tournament. This person showed up, sat in her chair, drank her coffee, smoked her cigarettes, told us what we did wrong, which was a full-time job for the most part, but kept things right. We knew that if the score was 9-5, it was 9-5, and if the other team said it was 9-6, they were full of shit. And she was going to go over there, damn it, and prove it. If they're batting out of order, they're batting out of order. And even if they weren't, they admitted they did. Keep her over there, please. So on behalf of this team, I do want to thank Rosie for all the years.
Rosie!
Those sucked. This one's gonna suck worse. I can say less than the better part of 20 years. Because physically the rest isn't possible.
Just cry, Steve. We all can see. Let it go.
Just let it go, buddy. It's okay.
We play slow pitch because we can't catch up to the fastball. We play slow pitch because we're slow. Part of that is because we're lazy. And because we're lazy, we employed somebody years ago to go pick up our shit for us. Now that person took unionized breaks, but that person, like Rosie, sat in the sun, sat in the rain, and in Oshawa in June, sat in the snow. And for one lucky year, I was able to play beside that person. It was truly an honor. But for probably the better part of 16 years, until he was taller than most of us, certainly threw and hit better than most of us. It was time to, and the shirt didn't fit anymore. It really looked awkward, especially with the Speedo. But we had a bat boy. Now, most teams have a bat boy. He had a shirt, he had a helmet, he had a job. He was dedicated to the job. Bats were never lined up so pretty. And you thought Rosie bitched us out. Why do you got to throw it over there? If you don't come to get it, just leave it. Where is he now? He's over there eating. What are you doing? I'm on break. We play an hour and 5 minutes. We play 7 innings maybe. Yeah, and? I'm unionized. But for those years, again, was there by our side. Hoping we win. Sad when we lost. Even had his 2 cents on the way home on what will change and what will make it better. You know, see, left that inside pitch alone, Dad. You might have got on. You know, you close your eyes when you catch, right? He was talking to Sean then. Why does Corey run with his tongue out?
Thank y'all for that.
You know, there's many conversations that took place in the van on the way home, and a lot of them were just like, yeah, I know. I don't know.
I don't have the answer.
You know. But I'm proud that he's on the field with us. Like I said 2 years ago, I was proud that he was on the field with us. Playing next to us. And I'm proud he's my son.
His marriage is probably going to be way worse. When he gets married, he can be up on that stage for like a good 2 hours.
Thank you. And I guess last and foremost, I mean, the people that, you know, going out to games here and there. But we're really in control of whether we played or not. And we teased Al about, let me check with Phil. That was just because I was talking about Al. When I asked Corey, yeah, he sent the email. He sent the thing. And then 5 minutes later, Addy, can I play? Sean was, let me check with Rose. I know Scott was, let me check with Alicia. And after I sent the email, boy, shit, I should check with Mars. Make sure we're not doing anything. And usually we were. For the most part, we were. And that had to get altered. But aside from altering small plans, our families altered their lives for us. Made changes to their schedules. Came out, you know, whether it be wives or girlfriends, you know, kids, sat beside us on the field, cried with us, laughed with us, told us what we did wrong, told us what we're doing wrong, told us how to change it, how to fix it. And in true form, we never listened. But I do like to thank, on behalf of all the players, our significant others, and our families, for again putting aside their days, their weekends, their months, their years. That doesn't get close to
What do you mean, Jimmy? Where's Jimmy?
You speak up into the mic.
To the wives, to the girlfriends, to the sons, to the daughters. Thank you
Some
very
of those
much.
chips, man.
And to the angry pirate, this is not getting opened inside.